Hey guys, hey. So today I am coming to you with how not to go ham on Thanksgiving. It means several things, but I look like I woke up like this. Like I look rough, and it's okay. I actually got some of my lady time, and it was a full moon, and I turned into a werewolf, and coming down from that, you look rough. Just look rough. So I haven't got dressed yet. Not feeling it. So I will not be doing anything until tomorrow night, where my mother-in-law will come back up here, and then we're doing Thanksgiving down at one of Matthew's aunts' house. Aunt's house. A lot of people every year, they do the let's hold each other accountable thing, where they just post a picture of their plate. But I don't know too many people who just go in for one plate. Not, again, I will say not too many people. That doesn't mean everybody. But I don't know too many people who just go in for one plate. So the easiest thing for me to do, which is what you'll see me do tomorrow, Thursday, is that if I'm going to ask for a small saucer, or I will probably end up just bringing my own. A lot of the times when I'm going to somebody else's house, I feel bad asking them to accommodate me. So I'll either bring my own food if I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to eat what they have, or I will bring my own silverware and my own, cup, sauce, or whatever. I'll be bringing my Yeti cup with me. So yeah. So that's one easy way to keep yourself from piling on too much food. And Thanksgiving, it's okay. It is going to be okay for you to have some, of a little tiny bit of everything. I never put more than a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of anything, unless it's protein, on my plate, ever. Like, you'll see how much I eat on Thursday, because I'll be filming it for you, and you'll see that I don't put anything on my plate that's not, a tablespoon or 2. And that keeps me from, gorging myself. And like, another really easy thing for you to do is, a lot of times people are going to wrap up food for later, and what I've done before is I would make my big plate. I would make my big plate just like everybody else has. Everybody's got, like, a big plate of whatever, and that's 3 or 4 meals for me. So I would just pack it all up and, have it sitting in the refrigerator for me to take home later. And then I would just munch off of Matthew's plate. So, a lot of the times, Matthew makes a gigantic plate, and he's not going to be able to, he'll have 2 or 3 plates. So within the 2 or 3 plates, I can, easily munch my serving of food off. So what I will probably end up doing that day, I will make my big plate serving, and then I will wrap it and then have it sitting in the refrigerator for me to take home. And that way I have 2 or 3, 4, depending on what I've put on the plate, servings of food for me later. So that is another really easy way. And if you're gonna get sick off of certain foods, like me last year, for instance, when I decided it was a great idea for me to eat bread pudding with homemade, like, condensed sugar and caramel sauce. Yeah. Bite, okay. 2 bites, you're kind of pushing it. Anything over 1 or 2 bites, and you already know this material is going to make you sick. Like, you're asking for it. Like, I don't know why I do it to myself, or did it to myself. I don't know, just because it tasted so good. And, like, a lot of the times with me specifically, and I don't know how everybody else works, is carbs make me feel terrible. They just make me feel bad. They don't make me feel bad the minute I put it in. It takes about 10-15 minutes for it to start working through my system, and then I feel awful. I feel terrible. Potatoes, I feel awful. I feel sluggish. I feel, like a brick in my stomach. Bread, same thing. The only kind of bread I can really do is toast, and I mean it has to be like crispy, crunchy toast, and with lots of butter, so it's not even worth it. So they're going to have those big soft bread rolls. I'm not even going to attempt because I know better. I'm going to put that in there. It's going to feel like a brick, and I'm going to feel sick and not be able to enjoy myself. So the whole thing, if you're going to go to a party, if you're going to want to enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. You don't have to hork down an entire plate of food like everybody else. We had weight loss surgery, or we are trying to lose weight for a reason. And the reason is that we want a better life. We want to do things and achieve things in our life. So just because, Aunt Sarah and Uncle Jim Bob, are on their 15th plate of, pumpkin pie and God knows what else, pecan pie and, upside down cake and, nanner pudding, just because they're over there like, gorging themselves with food, that doesn't have to be you. A lot of the times I felt really left out at functions because I couldn't eat like they did. And then it hit me in the head, a year ago, I was like, I don't have to eat like them. That's why I had surgery. So I would stop eating like that because it's not good for me and it's not good for them. And everybody goes home, oh, I'm so stuffed and I feel so sick and I feel so terrible and oh gosh, I can't, the scale's gonna look so bad tomorrow and and they take tons of leftovers home and a lot of people will, munch on the leftovers, but you don't have to gorge yourself on food. Like, you just don't have to do it. Like, you make your choice. You make your choice with what you're putting on your plate, and you make the choice of what you put in your mouth. And, alcohol has a crap ton of calories. It turns itself into nothing but sugar. So, for a lot of my little weight loss friends out there, they're like, well, I'm just going to drink and not eat much. You're eating you are drinking your calories. Right then and there. That glass of wine, 200 calories. Like, you're drinking as much as somebody else like me who would rather eat. You're drinking those calories while I would rather eat them. So, you're not safe on that either. I'm not trying to come down on anybody. I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm not, it's nothing like that. These are just small little tips from me to you from my own personal experience, because this is what I've had to deal with this is my third, this will be my third Thanksgiving and Christmas since I had my first weight loss surgery. And my band is completely empty. So I can go ham on some food, and I'm going to rein myself in, and I don't want to get on the scale and see 2 or 3 pounds. And a lot of people will be, oh, it's only once a year. No, it's not just once a year, because a lot of people will do the same thing for Christmas, and a lot of people go to more than one party. Oh, but it's only one time a year. That there's no excuse. Well, it was only one time a year that you had weight loss surgery. Like, it was does what make sense? Hello, friend? Bueller? I mean, hello. I mean, we did this for a reason. We had to get weight loss surgery, or we're on Weight Watchers, or we're working out extra hard for a reason. I'm not telling you to deprive yourself. I'm telling you, you don't have to eat like everybody else. You can totally have smaller amounts. You can choose not to eat something you know is going to make you sick because you want to go and have fun. You don't want to feel stuffed. You don't want to feel sick. You don't want to be sitting in the bathroom dumping. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. So, these are just how I deal with holiday functions. Is I make small plates. Bring your own if you have to. Bring your own food if you know for a fact you can't eat what they've got. Do not feel ashamed of how small amounts you're eating. Do not feel ashamed, because it's your life. That's that this is part of your life now. And if, you haven't told these people that you had weight loss surgery, make yourself your normal portion. And like I said, pick off of it. And when nobody's watching, wrap it up, throw it in the refrigerator. Nobody will know any other difference. Like, you don't have to make yourself sick because you don't want to tell people that you had weight loss surgery or that you're on a diet. Like, there are always different ways around it. I don't feel good. Like, I don't, told you, werewolf last night took a lot out of me. I just don't feel good. So I'm in my pajamas, and I love you guys, and I care about you, and I hated seeing a lot of people last year feel so bad about it when they got back on the scale. 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds up because they went crazy over Thanksgiving and eating leftovers and, stuffing. That's bread. Like, that is cornbread stuffing. It's bread. It's still bread, Like, pasta salads, that's pasta, Like, the skin on the turkey, that's nothing but fat. That's not going to do anything for you. Like, ham, very salty. Like, you got to realize what you're putting in there. The amount of butter and milk or cream they put in those mashed potatoes. They put cheese in them, It's what? Green bean casserole, tons of calories and fat. Delicious. Oh, girl, I love me some green bean casserole. I'll tear it up. But I know better because I know what goes in it. Those crispy fried onion, I know how much fat and calories just that is alone. And, they mix it in and it's on top. So, and then, of course, the condensed mushroom soup. And so a lot of the foods that are typically brought to our American holidays are not that great for you. And again, I'm not saying don't have any. I'm just saying understand how much you're putting in there. And if you realize what amount of it adds up to how much it's going to cost you later and how much you'll need to work out afterwards. I would definitely suggest, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to go take a walk because I'm still not allowed to go to the gym after mine. I'm going to go back to my mother-in-law's house afterwards, and, I'm going to go take a walk probably twice around her nice little neighborhood and enjoy myself. I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna joke around, I'm gonna pick up my food, but everybody in my family knows I had surgery. So I no longer feel, ashamed, or I no longer feel upset when they look at my plate and they're like, "You're not eating enough," or, that type of thing. Where before my surgery, they would look at my plate and they would be like, "Ooh, that's too much." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one end of the spectrum to the other. And, my family knows what I've gone through and what I'm going through. And so, because I'm just so open about it. I hope this helps you guys. I love your faces. You will definitely see me Thursday night. Upload this when I get back to the house, because I'll have internet at her house. I'll upload it, so you'll see it probably either Thursday night for some of you that are, looking on YouTube, or you'll see it Friday morning. So, I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love you.